I ran a half marathon doing laps around a lake. In this video, I traveled to the Big Apple, the Empire State, the unique New York. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Dang it. Both to visit my brother and family, but also to race a half marathon around a lake, Rockland State Park, a wonderful opportunity to run a really fast time, specifically set up for people trying to set new personal bests with pacers at almost every single minute increment and with plenty of competition. And of course, there is also prize money. This is such an exciting trip. I cannot wait to get to it all. Let's get right into it. I'm tired. It is the day before travel day. I'm super excited to bring my family to New York. That said, it doesn't mean that it is easy to pack. I'm just hoping we get to sleep sometime soon because it's not easy packing for 4 people, including 2 daughters. Flight number 1 down. Time for flight number 2. Is that right? Are you excited for flight number 2? I'll take that as a yes. What can we say? She loves the TV. Finally made it to our Airbnb. Goodness gracious. Honestly, that was pretty long. Those flights were not easy, but you know, double flights with 2 kids, would expect. But welcome to Chez Nous. That's French for, you should just look it up. All right, just got signal. First shakeout run. It has been a long travel day and I'm excited to get the legs moving a little bit. I think it's worth noting that this challenge has been interesting as it's gotten me to travel all around the country. Washington State, Minnesota, Arizona, California, and now New York. I have gotten around, and then not to mention all the races in Utah, of course. That's one thing I love about the sport, about racing, about running. It gets you to see a lot of places of the country, even the world, if you travel internationally, and it's just really cool. So yeah, excited to be here in New York. I guess technically New Jersey right now, but we'll be New York. Where are we going, Jacob?
New York City, baby.
Where are we going, Tyler?
Big Apple. This is the biggest.
We're going to the city! It's a real life subway station from New York. It's a real hot dog stand from New York. One of those real life steamy sewage things. I'm walking in it. Always wanted to do that. I don't know what it is, but the time feels really square right now. This place is nuts. I don't know if I have the capacity to stay here for too long. Why are there bleachers? What are they watching? Are they just watching Times Square? My eye space, it's like every billboard is fighting for your attention. It's crazy. What do you think, baby? She's mesmerized. She can't stop staring at everything. I know, it's nuts. It's a crazy world. All right, it is now the day before the race. Just getting my pre-race shakeout in. Probably just looking for 5-ish miles right now. And it is windy. It looks like tomorrow morning, the race weather is gonna be like high 30s, but calm. So actually, pretty good weather. So I'm optimistic I can run pretty fast. I just wish that my fitness was better. Frankly, I'm just not in that good a shape, and this is a perfect opportunity to run a really fast race. Probably not gonna be super fast. But I think if I run smart, I run with a good group, there's still a chance that I catch some stragglers and make my way into the top 4. We'll have to see. Before we move forward, I want to go over my fueling plan for this race. Again, this is not a full marathon, so I don't actually need to be fueling a ton during the race, but either way, you need a good strategy leading into any longer race at all to make sure you're feeling really good during that race. So first plan is some classic Martin 320. This is a caffeine drink mix. I'm gonna sip on this just before the race, just to make sure I get some nice easy calories and some caffeine before the race gets going. Again, I've been loving the UCAN Edge gels. These are the orange mango flavors. I'm gonna probably take 1 before, and then I'll probably carry 1 with me to take again at about 5 miles in. And then I am also going to be taking Ketone IQ before and after the race, which is really exciting because Ketone IQ happens to be the sponsor of today's video. That's right. I'm excited to be working with Ketone IQ. I took it for the first time back in June when I ran my personal best in the half marathon of 1:03:47. And then I also took Ketone IQ when I won the St. George Marathon and ran 2:15 in the marathon at CIM. And if you're unfamiliar with what ketones are actually a naturally occurring energy source that is produced in your body when you run out of your typical carbohydrate energy sources. And this is just a way that you can consume it and access that energy source without having to completely deplete yourself of your other energy sources. The main benefit that I find from these is the recovery aspect after my hard, long, intense efforts, particularly with the marathon and the really long workouts. I noticed that I recover way faster if I took ketones than if I didn't. That's how I'm using it. I am excited to use it again for this one. If you have been interested in trying ketones and you just haven't quite yet, there's no better time than now to do so, because Ketone IQ is actually offering my viewers 30% off their first subscription order, as well as a bonus item with their second shipment on their subscription. If you are interested in checking them out, check the link down in the description. You can have access to that benefit. And if you are planning to get some Ketone IQ, I highly suggest you get the peach flavor. That is my favorite one. Typically, ketone shots do not have caffeine in them for their energy, although Ketone IQ does offer caffeinated options. Thanks again for Ketone IQ for sponsoring this video. Before we get too far along in this video, I gotta announce the prize money for this race. Primarily, Project 13.1 seems to be tailored specifically to people looking for a fast half marathon PR. It is just a flat course, it's a loop, and it goes around a lake just, multiple times. So, it's about 3 miles per loop. So we're looking at about a 1.5 mile out and back before 4 laps, and that's the course. The prize money goes 4 people deep. To be honest, I can't remember the exact breakdown. I believe it's 750 for first, down to maybe 150 for fourth. It's hard to say exactly what I'm going to go for. I think that it's still possible for me to make money at this race. I have to admit, I'm not in the best shape right now. I've had a bit of a rough few months for fitness. We're just gonna have to see what happens. If there's enough people that go 63 and fall off, or just not that many, and I can race well with the 65 group, it's totally possible to make cash. So I'm gonna just send it with the 65 group and try to win my race. I'm really excited to get this rolling. Okay, we're out here on the course, and we have this hairpin turn like a mile in to make sure it's exactly a half marathon. Here we go. That's so bad. That's so bad.
Here's my plan. Michael, I'm gonna keep you on my inside, and I'm literally just gonna run straight, bounce off you trying to turn, and then just go.
You're gonna like push me out into the lake?
Yeah.
Albie, what group are you running with?
Probably with you. I'll probably
65?
Yeah. I want to run 64 something.
Okay.
I'm going with the
65 group or 66?
I'm going with the 70. I'm going with 65.
Yeah, I'm going 65 group. All right, night before the race, I have to reintroduce to the vlog my brother, Dr. Ty.
No, I thought. Oh,
I didn't
gosh.
volunteer to be
Yeah,
part of
wait a
this.
We're a week away from that half marathon. This week we did 16 miles, so it really isn't that much. I've only been hovering around the 20 mile a week mark, 3 to 4 times a week. I've made huge progress. Definitely excited to get my first half marathon in. I think definitely I could have gotten a lot more mileage. Definitely disappointed in that, but I think we'll still get the time we want. We'll see how we do. All right, Tyler's wife just left Ashley, and that's fine. She has like 1 million followers on Instagram. That's not a joke. Check it out right here. Right there. I'm putting it on the screen right there. And she just shied away from my vlog. Like 24,000 subscribers or whatever. Too much. You are trying to run under 90 minutes tomorrow, first half marathon. How are you feeling tonight?
Pretty good. I run by myself all the time, so I'm just excited to get around with new friends.
Tyler actually lives up here in New York too, which is why I keep coming to New York. Keep coming. It's my second time in New York, but that's the reason I've come up here as well, is because this is only about an hour away from where he lives. Something interesting about this race actually is that they've split it into 2 waves. Wave number 1 is for people going under 76 minutes. And then for people that are planning to go slower than 76 minutes, I have a second wave. So I will run my race. And then second wave, this is goal number 2 of this video, is to get my brother under 90 minutes. So we're gonna follow along closely. We're gonna be cheering him on big time because we gotta get him under 90 minutes. Anything else you wanna say?
Hope I don't cramp.
See you in the morning.
Honey, I told you once. Baby, I told you twice. Don't come around here. Don't
As we started the race, I had two things on my mind. Number one, finding my pace group at 65, and two, navigating that hairpin turn. And although it was annoying, I did navigate it just fine, and I came to the first mile in 5:04. Now, one quick note about the paces. I'm using pace splits from my phone and Strava, which read on average about 4 seconds faster than the actual splits. And huge shout out to this event. They literally had volunteers at every single mile marker reading out the splits as you went by. Anyway, I very quickly found the 65 flat group and tucked right in behind the pace. And that first lap felt so smooth tucked in. I honestly was starting to think that this wouldn't be too bad. Unfortunately, my optimism was short-lived. As I came through lap number 2 at 35 minutes, I felt some burning in my legs that I'm not excited to feel only halfway through the race. That third lap, I really did fade to the back of the group and was just trying my hardest to hang on to the back. And as I went through for the final time, I looked at the clock and knew I needed to run low 450s to break 65. Is it possible? Can I still do it?
Well, I was trying to break 65 today, rally for a good finish. I got close, but I fell off that pace group at about 3 to go. All things considered, given my recent training, it's not bad. All the splits were like reading way off on my watch, but anyway, can't be too sad about it given the lackluster training. So hopefully everything will be going up from here. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt bad.
And with that, that's the end of my race, and honestly, I highly recommend anybody that wants to give this one a try. And at this point now, it's time for my brother to get to the start line to go for his attempt at sub 90.
All right, Tyler's about to get going. How you feeling?
Hype! Let's go!
Let's go. You ready to run sub 90?
Let's go, yes! I've never ran in the 90s, so I'm gonna go from 100 to 80.
All right, Adam and I, we're gonna hop in with him for a couple loops, help him get the goal. Just make it happen. Woo! 4 more laps. Go time. Almost 4 miles in. Let's go.
It's been a while.
It's a good sign, it's a good sign.
2 more laps.
There he is. He's on pace for about 132. It's gonna be a good time. Here we go, just hit 13. Come on, Ty, come on. Everything you got left. Let's go, Tyler, come on. How you feel?
Very proud, very dead. My legs are shot, but like my heart feels great. So I just need to work on strengthening and more mileage, and I can break 130.
Off of what, like 20, 30 miles a week?
Yeah, 3 days a week. I did like 647s the first half, so clocking in those helped me a lot because I faded hard at the end.
Solid first one. There we go. All right, we just got a nice breakfast. My brother Tyler is gonna try Ketone IQ for the first time. Let's see his reaction to see what it tastes like. All right, give it a go.
Bottoms up. I actually really like it,
Oh, wow.
especially after a long run like that. I mean, I'm not very picky. It's actually tasty.
You heard it here. I mean, I'm telling you, the peach flavor is actually pretty good. This is starting to become a theme of this challenge, I think. Before we get to it, beautiful bibs, and frankly, a wonderful event. Those guys did a wonderful job putting on a solid event. Of course, I wish I ran a little bit faster, but it's fine. You know, I'm at peace with how I ran, and it was a ton of fun, so I really can't complain. There we go. Regardless of how I ran, it's a great addition to the bib wall. Side question, do you guys like the bib wall? Is it tacky? I think it's cool. It's cool, right? I don't know, leave a comment down below. It's been on my mind lately, but let me know. So, official time was 65:29, which 65:30 is exactly 5 flat pace. So 65:29 technically means I averaged sub 5 for an official half marathon and a very flat course. If you've been following my training lately, it really has not been the best. Frankly, the volume has been substantially lower than I'm used to doing when I am in good peak training. And so
I'm honestly very proud that I was able to run sub 5 average for a true flat half marathon. It was a pretty solid race execution. Now, of course, this is just becoming the worst part of every one of these videos. What is this, like 3 in a row? Yeah, unfortunately, whipping out my thermometer again, we can see that I am still stuck at $3,800 of total prize money. And I also hate to say it, but I think that I only have one more race left for this Campam Double T Dip Me OC challenge for within the true 365 day period, which is, yes, it is Bloomsday, which is on May 4th, which is exactly what race I started this challenge with. But I know what you're thinking. Michael, you came out guns a-blazing at the beginning of this challenge, and it looked like you were going to do it. How are you not even halfway? And trust me, I'm scratching my head over this situation as well. A couple things to remember. The summer is prime time for getting good races with prize money. The winter is a bit rougher. Also, if you remember, I switched up my strategy to go directly at a big marathon cash out. That was at CIM, and I placed 16th, missing the top 10, and therefore didn't make any money. But had I just run 90 seconds faster, I would have made like $3,000 or $4,000. As of lately, I've been battling injury and just, you know, competing priorities of being a father to now 2 kids. Honestly, I was imagining this challenge to be like this really cool opportunity where me as a non-professional and also a full-time engineer and a father was able to prove to the world that it's possible to make 10 grand just off prize money alone. It's kind of turning into, it wasn't meant to be. Honestly, me continuing to do this challenge and to put emphasis on the prize money even has been both humbling and I think also revealing why so many of us continue to run. It's because that's what impresses people, and that's what people will be remembered by, is their 5K time. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you for tuning in each and every one of these episodes of this challenge. I really hope that you're enjoying this series. Do not fret, I don't necessarily plan on the next race being the last part of this challenge. I may need to reframe it a little bit. I'm not gonna quit. Things are gonna keep rolling. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.